but they did it, but the government doesn't want to speak a lot of immigration at the moment. It's a very important point.
Hi everyone. I wish I could be a little bit more happy and uplifting for this video, but I'm not. This is a hard video to do. It's very hard to be here. Okay, let's try this again. This video is going to show you the remnants and the abandoned sections of what used to be called the human zoo, and it's about as sordid and as twisted as it sounds. It's like straight out of a Black Mirror episode on Netflix. So what you're about to see is offensive. It should be offensive to you, some more than others, but this is a real shameful part of European American history. Hopefully we can learn something from this and shine some light on what used to be, and in hopes that it can never happen again. So let's journey onward and see what we can find and learn about humanity, or lack thereof.
In 1907, a human zoo exhibition opened up just outside of Paris. The human zoo consisted of 6 different villages that were constructed, representing Madagascar, Sudan, Morocco, and the Congo, and others. The villages were built to mimic the life and culture as it was for their original habitats, not only importing rare exotic plant life, but also the people to fill the imitation houses and structures.
33 million people visiting. It was very large, very important one. Bois de Vincennes. This in Wood, it's where we are. Okay. Well, you can see that kind of ruins. We are living we are living very close to here,
Right,
but
right.
the first time we're coming here.
Right, yeah, right.
It was Museum of Colonies, but after we say it was a museum of Art d'Afrique et d'Océanie, African and Oceanians arts, because we don't say colonies after. It's in Wood, it's where we are.
Surprisingly, this isn't just a stain on France's history. Other human zoo exhibitions existed in Berlin and London as well, so this is more of a stain on the soul of humanity. Those other human zoos in Berlin and London have long been demolished, a rather successful attempt to sweep their shameful past underneath the rug. But here the human zoo's decaying, skeletal-like remains struggles to survive against Mother Nature's fury. Today, this hauntingly beautiful embarrassment is barely recognizable beneath the overgrown vegetation and weeds.
Museum of Colonies. But after we say it was a museum of Art d'Afrique et d'Océanie, African and Oceanians arts, because we don't say colonies after. The colonies, French colonies, Cambodge, in Asia, in Africa, and so on. It's Indochinois, aux Indochinois, I read in French, aux Indochinois, chrétiens morts, Christian people from southeast of Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. We call it Indochinois.
Oh, okay.
During the colonial periods.
So that whole section, this represents that whole section.
Yeah. That's war. Dead for during the World War.
I walked underneath the old entrance to the human zoo. The large Asian-inspired wooden structure was rotting away. Chips of its faded red paint hit my face as I gazed up at the ghost of the terrifying gatekeeper. You know, walking around this human zoo today is an extremely difficult thing to do. It's very emotional. You get to see underneath the exhibits of the human zoo, just like in a zoo filled with animals. They're kept underneath in essentially a cage. So this is extraordinarily emotional to be here right now and to witness kind of the darkest side of humanity, if you will. This is why projects that I do are so poignant. It's a great reminder of what mankind is capable of, especially in these trying times where we are increasingly becoming more sharply divided by race.
Did you ever hear anything from other people, like about this particular place? No.
No. I hear from my father the colonial exhibition. My grandfather, they saw for the first time Negroes people
Right.
in the Eiffel Tower, but 10 years old. And he goes with his father to Eiffel Tower, and there were Negroes exhibition. But I don't read about this place, this one. I just learn now.
Right, yeah. Even though you live so close, isn't that strange? Yeah.